Welcome to the Morning Report. I'm your host, Willie Lawson. Get ready to kickstart your day with an independent conservative perspective that tackles today's top issues head on. Join me as I bring you insightful analysis, thought-provoking discussions, and unfiltered commentary that cuts through the noise, whether you're sipping your morning coffee or on your daily commute. Tune in to the Morning Report for a fresh take on politics, culture, and the stories that truly matter. Get ready to engage, empower, and energize your mornings right here with me on the Morning Report. Let's dive in. Well, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Report. It is Thursday, August 17th. I trust that you are well this fantastic day. It rained in the middle of the night here. And so it's nice out. It's a little cooler, but not by much. The air is nice and clean, although it is still warm. I've always been a fan of it should rain at night. Because basically I hate driving in it. Because I'm a Floridian, but I hate driving in the rain. But anyway, so it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. I was having a conversation with one of my music students last night, and the subject, as it does sometimes, of racism comes up. My student knows that I do this podcast. They know that I am a conservative Christian person who happens to be Black, yet living in America, and is 62 years old, so I've seen a little bit. I told her the advice that I give white people. I'm going to give some of you white people the very same advice, but I gotta do this story first. A performer basically accused Target of all places, Target employees of racism after they called police to have them leave the store when they showed up unannounced to film herself and others dancing in the store. Like somehow she thought this was like a public park. She could just show up and just shoot this part of her video. The video Baby Storm posted shows employees standing in front of their cameras as the group continued dancing despite being asked to leave. Get out. They're doing some sort of weird Michael Jackson knockoff, some Thriller knockoff. Anyway, she says this: I was so excited for us to film a quick flash mob at Target, but before we even walked in the door through the door, this employee called the police on us for being on the property. At first, he said we couldn't film, but when we stopped filming, he still continued to kick us out, saying that there was a safety violation and the police were on their way. So we made the most of what we could. Instead of saying, we really would like to do a video here, who do we have to talk to? The dude would have said corporate. Great. Do you have a number or an email address I could get with corporate? I'd really love to do it. Tell everybody else, hey, y'all go on out. Thanks. Find a way to do it, and then do it right. But no, Baby Storm said they are racist. Racist. I couldn't even remember the dance I came up with. This moment for me was one that I could not describe. I tried to keep it together, but all I could focus on was the beautiful brown faces that were bringing together. I was able to stand in solidarity day. This was everything I had hoped for. Well, Twitter lit our butt up. Who was it? Rita Pahani tweeted, this was embarrassing. Even the notes they put on Twitter, there's no evidence that the employee is racist. Target has a policy that shopping should be distraction free. From the video, it would appear that the group is filming and dancing, so it's paying attention, which is against Target policy. 5 times August tweeted, file under everyone who doesn't let me do whatever I want is racist. Yeah, I mean, it just got Billy Bragg tweeted, maybe it is just the entire world isn't about you. Maybe, just maybe. Somebody wrote, "Girl, I like your music, but as someone who works in retail, if you're showing up during the final minutes of closing time, we have to quickly get people out of the store so we can get everything in order within those final minutes." One YouTuber wrote, "Get out, get out. Ain't nothing racist about you. Didn't ask to be here. This is not your property. This doesn't. I mean, you just can't do whatever the hell you want to do, wherever you want to do it. Sorry." Middle school came to a crashing halt years ago. Here's the advice I would give this person at the Target. Now, think about this. I'm going to say this a couple of times. If they're not talking about you, they're not talking to you. When someone accuses racism, if they're not talking about you, meaning you're not racist, then they're not talking to you. Don't worry about it. Shine it on because it's just lazy. It's just lazy. And what they realize is there's no way that you can defend against being called a racist. You can't. I mean, there are white dudes married to black women who have biracial children who have been called a racist, and their family shows up and they're still a racist, right? There's no way that you can defend yourself. So don't try. Live your life in the best style, in the best fashion you possibly can. That's what you should be doing. I mean, this story is just like, this is for me. This is such an eye roll. Like, come on now, stop. Can y'all just stop, please? We're not going to talk about it, but former President Trump did get indicted again. There's some 300 indictments total. You have to wonder. You have to wonder why. So if you think it's just like we want to make sure that we do the best for things, he committed these crimes and he dag nabbit, he's going to pay for his crimes. If you think that's what this is all about, I think you're nuts. I think you're cute, but I think you're nuts. This is obviously very political. They are making damn sure that this person is not able to run successfully for president ever. That's what indictment after indictment after indictment is all about. It's really pitiful. It's really frightening for the country because this is some banana republic stuff. Put your political prisoner in jail. I mean, your political opponent in jail. That'll keep them from running against you. It happens in banana republics all the time. Wow, awful, awful. And the latest one has to do with what happened in Georgia during the 2020 election. That the president claimed that Georgia was stolen. That there are some 11,000 plus votes missing, and and Trump's getting like a lot of crap for claiming that the election was stolen. So while former President Trump faces this fourth indictment this year, this time over his so-called conspiracy efforts to overturn the 2020 election, an interview with failed Democrat presidential candidate Hillary Clinton has resurfaced. claiming the 2016 election was stolen from her. In 2019, as part of former President Bill Clinton's and his wife's Evening with the Clintons tour, which they made a lot of money doing, the Democrat told a small crowd in Los Angeles that she had repeatedly warned other members of her party that they could face the same fate as she did after losing in a landslide to Trump. However, the same fate she was referring to was that the presidential election was stolen from her. The same narrative Trump is currently uh, facing political persecution. I think it's also critical to understand that, as I've been telling candidates who have come to see me, you can't run the best campaign. You can run the best campaign. You can even become a nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you. The former Secretary of State said. So I'm not about whataboutism. What I'm about is wait a minuteism. So if one person says this, it's fine. If somebody else says it, it's indictable. Come on now. Come on now. You don't let it make any sense. This is a political move to do their best to keep Trump from running for president. What do you think? Write what you think in the comments. I'd love to answer your questions. I'd love to read what you're thinking. All right, we got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye bye now.